Long ago, in the heart of West Africa, where golden sunlight kissed the forest and the drums of the land beat in harmony, there thrived a mighty empire, the Ashanti. Among them walked a woman of grace, wisdom, and strength. Her name was Queen Pokou. She belonged to the royal bloodline, niece to the great king Ose Tutu. But Poco was not just a royal, she was a protector of peace, a mother to her people, and a soul carved from courage. But peace rarely lasts where ambition grows. In the royal court, power struggled against wisdom. Greedy whispers filled the halls. Brothers turned on brothers. The throne grew unstable. Poco watched the cracks spread through her homeland, and with every betrayal, every violent plan spoken behind closed doors, she made her choice. She would not fight for a throne, she would fight for her people. Under the cover of night, Poco met with those who trusted her. Farmers, mothers, warriors, elders, all stood silent waiting. Her voice did not tremble. "We go," she said. "We leave behind war. We leave behind power. We walk toward peace even if we do not yet see it." And so began their exodus, not from weakness but from courage. They walked deep into the wild, where the trees whispered stories and danger crouched in shadows. Poco walked not ahead of her people, but among them. She lifted tired children, soothed the frightened, and shared her food with the hungry. The forest tested them, but they endured. For with Poco beside them, even the beasts of the jungle seemed to pause in respect. Out of the forest and into the burning arms of the savannah they came. The sun blazed down. The dry earth cracked beneath their feet. But Poco never slowed. When her people stumbled, she lifted them. When they despaired, she sang to them. Even as the land offered nothing but dust, her voice reminded them why they walked for freedom. Then, a sound, like the roar of the sky, the Comoe River. It stretched wide and wild, cutting across their path like a course. No bridge, no boat, just a living wall of rushing water. The people froze. Some wept, some fell to their knees. Freedom was so close, and yet so far. Campfires flickered in despair. Voices murmured, "What now?" Behind them, danger still pursued. Ahead, a river ready to drown hope. Poco stood silently at the riverbank, staring into the depths. The silence around her was heavy, waiting, as though the land itself knew something had to be given. Then came the priest, eyes clouded with ancient vision, voice trembling from the spirits. "The river demands a life," he said, "a great life, a soul precious enough to open the path." His words struck like lightning. The people looked at Poco. She clutched her child, her only son. Her blood ran cold. Alone in the night, Poco sat with her child. The stars above, indifferent. Her arms tightened around him. His tiny breath warmed her chest. Could she do this? Could she? Or people's future lay in her hands and in his. Her heart broke 100 times that night. She whispered lullabies into the dark, already grieving a loss she had not yet made. As dawn painted the sky in sorrow, Poco stepped forward. Her people followed in silence. She walked to the edge of the river, tears glistening in her eyes. She held her child high, kissed his forehead, and whispered, "Forgive me, my son." Then she released him. The water swallowed his cry, and something ancient stirred. The earth rumbled, the river hissed. Then, a miracle. The waters parted. A clear path revealed itself, stretching from one bank to the other, wide, calm, shimmering like a gift from the gods. The people gasped. Poco did not move. Her eyes stayed fixed on the place where her son had disappeared, and so they crossed, barefoot, silent, in awe. Mothers held children tighter. Elders walked with tears down their cheeks. Poco led them, but her steps were slow, heavy. Behind them, the river returned to its fury, but they were safe. A nation had been born, and one life had made it possible. On the far bank, the people knelt in thanks, but Poco, she knelt in mourning. She had given them everything. Her smile never returned. Her laughter faded into silence, but her strength, it held firm. She ruled with wisdom and with an emptiness no crown could ever fill. Years passed. The land grew rich with life. The people thrived, strong and proud. They called themselves the Baule, meaning the child is dead, not from sorrow, but from memory, from honor, so that no one would forget the price of their peace. Even now, the Comoe River flows, and somewhere near its bank, a statue of a queen stands tall, forever watching. They say that on quiet nights, when the wind brushes the water just right, you can hear a song, a lullaby, soft and sorrowful, a song only the ancestors can hear, the song of Queen Poco